I hope y'all all feeling great. Let's get into this curious case of Jay-Z and Roc Nation versus Cash Money and Young Money. That Tidal deal going wrong, the alleged Super Bowl snub where Kendrick Lamar was not like us in it in New Orleans after everybody thought Lil Wayne was gonna perform there. And y'all know Birdman did not like that. 2 decades of Jay-Z. Jay had been playing 4D chess with Cash Money for 25 years, America. In the early 2000s, Jay-Z and Birdman, they were hip-hop's leading moguls, stacking it up on the Forbes list. But let's be honest, even though they were both moguls, Birdman can't necessarily rap like Jay-Z. So musically, they're not on the same level, but when it comes to how they was moving in that boardroom, yeah, they were formidable rivals at one point. Around 2008, Lil Wayne, he's saying he's the best rapper alive. He's on his run.
My life be like.
And then he says, I can murk you when you 44 and get out when I'm 44. Y'all remember when Wayne said something like that? Jay, he got on the T.I. song, Watch What You Say to Me, and he said, my DNA and your music, you stupid. And now this is where Nicki Minaj comes in. In 2010, we got Nicki Minaj. This is pre-Watch the Throne. Wayne signs Drake and Nicki Minaj. Nicki is going crazy. Her mixtapes is popping. And then she gets greenlit for the Monsterverse. That was on My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Arguably Kanye West's best album. Jay-Z and Birdman are rivals at this time.
Rockefeller, and then it just went left.
The truth is, it's the first time I ever told this truth. The truth is, after I had a meeting with Wayne, I had a relationship with Baby, so when I used to go to New Orleans, I would hang out with him. He had me in the purple little whatever that car was. Remember them purple little cars?
The Prowler
going down the street. No top. People trying to jump in the car. So I felt it was only right to call him. I called him out of respect. Like, yo, I was talking to Wayne. Just letting you know. Boom, boom, boom. So after that, I think we received a letter at our office for like torturous interference. And I was like,
y'all heard how Jay got sent the letter of torturous interference, but Nicki Minaj is a Cash Money artist. This is the same guy that said he could show you how to move in a room full of vultures. Jay-Z don't rock with Birdman. He's working with his artists. Even for Nicki Minaj to be on a song with Jay-Z and Kanye pre-Watch the Throne, that is a favor within itself. It's also a chess move. And that Monsterverse, after that, Nicki Minaj went straight up. So now we got to go to about 2014. Nicki Minaj is building up her career. Drake is also building up his career. Jay is probably like, yo, how can I get into the streaming? I want to get into the streaming and make my way up to 1 billion. So by 2014, Nicki is going crazy. Hottest woman rapper. She's getting ready to drop the Pink Print. If you didn't know, the Pink Print was inspired by Jay-Z's The Blueprint. In an article titled Nicki Minaj's Obsession with Jay-Z, Nicki Minaj literally said this: I think everybody knows how obsessed I am with Jay-Z. He's always been my favorite rapper, him and Lil Wayne. So at one point, Jay-Z was Nicki's favorite rapper. She's on the record saying this. She also says he did such a great job of creating this Blueprint brand. She studied the Blueprint just in terms of becoming a mogul. She wanted to do that. She wanted to be like Jay-Z. She wants female rappers to be able to pattern themselves off what she done one day. And then she goes on to speak about the album, the Pink Print. That's the Blueprint. That Nicki is at one point wanted to be the woman Hove. So remember, we just said around that time in 2014, Jay was like, yo, how can I get into streaming? By 2015, Jay-Z launches Tidal, giving 15 artists a 3% equity stake in Tidal. After Nicki, she gets a 3% equity stake in Tidal. But remember, y'all, In 2021, Jay sold Tidal to Square for $302 million. When Nicki was saying that she was offered $1 million, did Nicki Minaj inflate that 3% to $100 to $200 million? The Tidal deal around 2015, 2016, Wayne and Birdman, they're not on good terms. Wayne is want to drop his music. Why isn't Wayne putting out the music? Oh snap, he's having contractual disputes with Birdman. But remember, Jay-Z was trying to sign Wayne, and even after this, Wayne was throwing up the Rock sign.
Is it cool if I just say it's the Rock? You know, I'm a member of that team now. I just signed a deal with my motherfucking idol, Jay-Z.
Wayne was trying to move over there to Tidal. All of this is going on. So then we fast forward to 2024, 2025. We got the Super Bowl, and it's in New Orleans, where Lil Wayne and Birdman is from. Rock Nation is the company that's curating the culture. One of the producers of the Super Bowl said that Jay-Z picks who's gonna perform. Birdman sends Jay-Z a letter of torturous interference. Y'all know that Jay-Z said, I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman. So when it comes to showing you how to move in a room full of vultures, Jay-Z is not playing in that boardroom. Y'all seen how he moved with Colin Kaepernick?
Okay, I think we've passed kneeling. Yeah, I think it's time to go into actionable items. I think everyone knows what the issue is.
When Jay is coming for something, if you don't get out the way, then you in the way. And look, that's just my personal theory. And y'all could see, even with Drake, Jay was trying to get Drake to get on a Tidal deal, and then Drake dissed him. And then y'all seen what happened with Meek Mill, and then we got Pusha T rapping on the story of OJB. That Tidal deal, how Drake was moving, y'all know that Jay did not like that. But at that time, Drake is one of the faces that really built streaming. If Jay would have got Drake on Tidal, that would have been epic. When it comes to the Super Bowl, we got Nicki calling Jay-Z a gatekeeper. Nicki says denying a young black man what he rightfully put into this game for no other reason but your ego. Your hatred for Birdman, Drake, and Nicki got you punishing Lil Wayne. If Wayne would have performed at the Super Bowl, y'all know that Drake and Nicki would have been at that Super Bowl if Wayne was greenlit. It's just like how 50 Cent performed at the Super Bowl. 50 Cent said that Jay-Z did not want him there.
Talking about Jay-Z, this was discussed before. Jay-Z told Dr. Dre, just for people who's not up on this, or Eminem, that he didn't want you to perform part of that Super Bowl they had a couple years ago. Why do you think that is?
Well, I just
threatened.
Yeah,
possibly.
Not even threatened. You know, I think it's just our culture is competitive, man. It is, but I think when it goes past the music itself to blocking things in business, then I don't understand that. Like right now, you're not even competing for a slot. You don't have a new song out that he want to be on the top 10 or top 5, and you still competing. It just don't make sense. Like, what are we competing for? What's the goal?
50 is like, yo, Jay is not even actively competing as a rapper right now. He's making legacy plays. Like, it ain't just about the rap. That Super Bowl, when Kendrick Lamar performed, that was a 10 birds with one stone. That was like a F you to Young Money. That was a F you to Wayne. That was a F you to Drake. That was a F you to Nicki. Where the Super Bowl was, the Drake and Kendrick having a beef. Jay-Z played chess with Cash Money and Young Money for 20 years. And then when you look at how Young Money actually got dissolved, now Lil Wayne owns the majority, or probably 100% of Young Money. And Cash Money, Birdman owns that. Rock Nation once again is curating events like the Super Bowl. Jay-Z is in that billionaire tax bracket. We gonna always put respect on Stunner's name. Birdman sold the most records out of everybody. Cash Money sold the most records. I wouldn't be surprised if Birdman got $1 billion too. But when it come to the Super Bowl though, Rock Nation is curating that once again. Jay-Z played chess for 25 years. He kept a close eye on Cash Money the whole entire time. Him and Lil Wayne got the same last name. So, you know, that's probably one of the reasons why he got invested interest. He was like, hey, yo, that's my cousin. I got to sign him one day. When it come to the culture and all of that, if you ain't rocking with him in that boardroom, he gonna move on. As important as Colin Kaepernick was for the culture, Jay done say, yo, we got to move past kneeling. What does that tell you? If he's gonna say, yo, we gotta move past kneeling, y'all think he cares about, yo, Lil Wayne gotta perform in New Orleans? Even though everybody would have loved that, right? Kendrick Lamar and Drake, they got very hot from that battle. Wayne ain't have a hit out. Rock Nation, it's still a business at the end of the day. Kendrick Lamar, Drake, they had the whole world watching it. From a business perspective, it only probably made sense. We would have loved to see Lil Wayne there, but with the controversy surrounding Drake and Kendrick, I mean, it was probably a better business decision for Rock Nation, regardless of how we feel about it culturally. Jay-Z, his new name is Janos, bro. And yes, he'd played chess with Cash Money for 25 years. And y'all let me know in the comments, the Checkmate, who y'all think got it? This is the curious case of Rock Nation versus Cash Money, Young Money. You know, it's the Super 2, baby. Yeah.